Reading the Gospels is definitely a life transforming experience. These days, I have been reading the Gospel of Luke, and I really appreciate this book because it helps us point ourselves to Jesus in a way that is really meaningful and transformative. Today, I'd like to read with you chapter 1, verse 1 through the verse 4, in which we will find the intent of this writer. As we can see in verse 4, he says, so that you may know the certainty of the things you have been taught. Now, the Gospel of Luke has a clear intent from the get-go, which is that people may experience that certainty of the things that they have been taught about Jesus Christ, about his teachings, his works, his deeds, everything he did, and everything he taught. Now, I really appreciate the way Luke approaches this gospel, because he says from the very beginning, he said, many. It's not only himself, he's not the one of the best. He said, many have undertaken to draw up an account of the things that have been fulfilled among us, just as they were handed down to us by those who from the first were eyewitnesses and servants of the word. So he doesn't pretend to be the best writer, the one who has the best of only one story. He has done a great job, but he has actually learned from other people. He has interviewed and he has talked to other people. He have listened intentionally and carefully and trying to understand who is Jesus, what Jesus taught, and what is it that Jesus is expecting from each one of us. So I really appreciate that he basically acknowledges, number one, that he's not the only one. Number two, that he learned from others. And number three, that he did his best in order to communicate to us what he understood about Jesus and Jesus' teachings and expectations. So I really appreciate that, because that also is an invitation for each one of us to learn from one another, to not to be content just with things that we already know, dogmas and certain teachings we already know, but to be of this mind of learning always about Jesus and trying to find out a most refined view of Jesus. Because certainly we already know what we know, but it could be expanded, it could be increased. We can find a better understanding of Jesus Christ, his teachings, and what he expects from each one of us. So I really like that he also say, with this in mind, right, since I myself have carefully investigated everything from the very beginning, I too desire to write an orderly account for you, most excellent Theophilus. Now, this person that he mentioned, Theophilus, he could be a person, it could be an honorary title, it could be a symbolic way to talk to the children of God, or or all of them. However, the idea is that he is presenting this research about Jesus with a very humble heart, and with the hope that Theophilus, or the people who receive this gospel, will do what he's expecting them to do, which is verse 4. They will find this certainty, an appreciation of what they already know about Jesus. So Luke is not pretending either to be the first one teaching this particular person, or teaching this particular group of people, symbolically speaking, a name, Theophilus. Like, again, it could be a person, it could be a title, it could be a community, it could be us, because the name means friend of God, or loved by God. So each one of us should be friends of God, and it should be also beloved, or loved by God. So I want you to remember who you are. I want to encourage you that you are, with the reminder that you are a friend of God, somebody who is loved by God, and somebody who can continue to learn, like myself, about Jesus and what he taught and who he is and who he was, and also what he is expecting from each one of us. So today, I also like to point to this particular idea that we need to continue to investigate, research, trying to figure out more about Jesus, not just to be content with our understanding or line of what we believe Jesus is or what we believe Jesus is all about. We need to continue to increase our ability to be curious and to be humble and learning from one another and learning from those who also have experienced Jesus at a deeper level. So may the Lord bless you today, and let's keep talking about these conversations regarding the book of Luke, and the conversation we're gonna have in the days to come. This is Dr. Alfredo Delgado speaking to you from Southern California. May God bless you. Bye-bye.